Brother in Christ, you have no earthly idea what I've been through to set up this fucking shot for some reason today and then handling all the bullshit that hasn't been going my way. But it's important I get to this video. Highly important. If you don't know who I am, my name is Sergio. I've helped several people make several millions of dollars online, a couple of millions, 2 to 3 mil online. One of my best friends, Joao. I'll do my best to put him on the screen. If I forget, I'm sorry. I'm busy. So, yeah, you can check my IG. I have more results there. And the topic of today that I want to talk about is client types, right? The type of clients that you're going to find in your coaching business, and also how you can leverage these client types, knowing which is which. So to start off, no two clients are the same. All clients are going to have different problems, different solutions to those problems, different ways of responding to your solutions. They're all going to be different. You can start this coaching thing and say, oh, okay, cool. For every client, I'll do this. If you're a fitness coach, some client doesn't eat cucumber like me. Some client, that's disgusting. Okay? It's vile. Cucumber raw, like not pickles are good. Cucumber raw, you're a vile human being. I'm sorry. Some client doesn't like shrimp. Some client doesn't like doing lateral raises. Some client, they're all different. They all have their little igs and nags, and they all have their uniqueness about them, which is great. Because if you like people like I do, you learn a lot about people. But the thing is, it makes your fulfillment harder, right? So if you want to understand these client archetypes, that will help you massively in leveraging them to make more money, to make more clients, get more people in your program. The first client archetype, and probably the most annoying of them all, I call him the headache client. I've had my fair share of those. I try my best to not work with them, but that's the type of client that you get mostly in the beginning of your journey as a coach. And what this type of client is, it's a cash cow. Okay? Cash cow client, you could call him. You get his money, you think, okay, cool, maybe I can get him a result. I'm fairly certain, I'm like 80% certain I can get him a result. He seems a bit mentally challenged and a bit off. He has a few wires missing, but I can get him results. I'll take his money. That's your headache fucking client. Your headache client has more problems than you have solutions, okay? He always comes up with some new shit. If you want to be very misogynistic with me for a second, the headache client is like the enthusiastic 7. Great sex, gives you the money, but it's a fucking headache. She always struggles with something. You're like almost on the edge of dropping this fucking we're not wanting to speak with her. She's like that crazy ex that's kind of good looking but not the best, but does the job. You know what I mean? But she always has problems. If you want to understand it like that better. What do you do with this type of clients? With the headache clients, my recommended suggestion is milk a testimonial and dip. You don't want to base your business around headache clients. Headache clients are there to pay the bills. Ideally, after which you should, outsource fulfillment. Fulfillment is gay. After you outsource fulfillment, or most of it is gay, then you should not even be talking, not even be near these headache clients, because they provide the most obsidious fucking weird problems you've ever seen. You know what I mean? It's not like your ex comes to you and says, hey, my my sink is leaking or whatever, like some shit like that you've done before. I need to change my tire, or my tire pressure is low. How do I do that? Like some easy shit like that. Like most clients have that problem. But this woman comes to you and says, hey, my pet otter has been missing for 2 days. I think my pet otter has gone in the lake. Like, what the fuck do you even mean? Why do you have a pet otter? How have you lost your pet? I have never solved this problem in my life. Of course I can fucking find them for you because I'm that guy. But what the fuck? That's the feeling you get with these types of clients. Like, what the fuck even is that? How does that even happen? That's the feeling that you get. Okay? That's client number one. You work with him, get him the result as fast as you can, kick him out. Don't kick him out, but finish the relationship on good terms. This type of client won't get you many testimonials. They are the type of client that will try to keep you to themselves, that they don't have an abundance mindset, and they think, oh, especially if you're like in a competitive market. So if you work, let's say, with locals, like you coach locals in playing the jazz in person, and there's a jazz competition. I don't know why you would never do that. That sounds pretty homosexual, if you ask me, but let's just go with the example. And this type of player that wants to play jazz, he thinks, okay, cool. So if there's this competition coming, I don't want the rest of the people in the town to learn about jazz, which is stupid, by the way, because if you're good enough, you're gonna win anyway. So that's the type of mentality that these people have. They're very NGMI when you think about it. One sec, I need to fix my light. Bear with me, I'm not gonna cut it. You're a fucking grown ass man. You can watch me for 3 seconds without maximum entertainment. You're not a woman. Please. Good. That's client type number one. Client type number two, this is probably gonna be a short explanation, but they're like the panda client. I stole this terminology, there you go with the big words, from Jeremy Moser, I believe. One of the Jeremys. There's a bunch of Jeremys in info. I stole him from him. He used to be one of my mentors back in the day when I started this. Give me some brownie points because he's rich as fuck. And the panda client, what that basically means is this is the type of client that is not a headache client in any sense. He doesn't give you the most retarded fucking problems like the woman that lost her otter, but in the lake, pet otter that she owns. But this type of client is not your best type of client anyhow. Like he's not bang average in the middle, because that's not realistic, because there's never like a middle. Like you're gonna have a client that's a 5 that you instantly just give him solution and he does it. So this type of client is mostly above average or a little below average, in that middle range. So what that basically means is this. He's the type of client that will put in just enough work to achieve 60% of his potential. Okay, and he's happy with that, and then he won't put in much work. It's that type of client that if you're a fitness coach and your goal is to get people 6-packs, like my fitness coaching client Leon, he wants to get everyone a six-pack by summer. This type of client will only get to 16-17% body fat. He might have a few veins popping. He might look good, build a bit of muscle, but he like, that's good enough. That's good enough for me. Thank you very much. If you're running a offer where you help guys play baseball, another useless fucking sport. You play guys, you help guys play baseball, right? You sell a course and you do one-on-one coaching online for like 3K. When you help these guys play baseball, some of them, I don't know anything about baseball, but I guess you have to hit the ball with the bat. But they might hit the ball with the bat, but they're not gonna be like super anal about it. Oh, I've hit the ball like that, and it only went 32.3 kilometers per hour, and that's bad because my pitching range to get a home run should be, you know what I mean? They're not super analytical. They're very like, good enough. I can get like 60-70% of the result I want. Thank you. I'll figure out the rest. They never do, but they say they will because they're lazy. The panda clients are what you want to do to build your testimonial wall around, if you will. This is the type of client that you want to do an interview with specifically. You want to interview him because he's happy enough to give you a result. He's not over the moon to become the next type of client I'm going to talk about, but he's just happy enough, and he's not a headache client to fucking not give you a testimonial or give you a hard time around testimonials. He's just the perfect guy. A perfect sit-down chatty guy. He's just going to say, yeah, ex-coach helped me so much, I'm so happy, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? He might even do a fake scripted testimonial for you if you give him one. That's client number 2. Now, client number 3, and I should have opened an open loop at the beginning and told you that this type of client will make you the most amount of money, but I trust you're not so mentally challenged that you're still watching by this point. If you're still watching, big up. I call these clients the star clients, and you'll never get more than 2 to 3 star clients. You shouldn't have more than 2 to 3 star clients. The star client is basically the type of client that will get on a hill, start recording on Kick live stream for you, and talk specifically about how you've helped them and yell to everyone, this guy helped me so much. He's the type of guy that goes to a dinner with his friends and they're trying to talk about, let's say he's a, give me another coach, type of coach. Let's say he's a SMMA coach. He teaches guys how to do SMMA, okay? And that's all he does, SMMA. And he teaches guys how to do that because he has a successful business. Let's say he makes $100K per month with his SMMA business, and now he started to teach others. He goes to dinner with his mates, him and his mates. And his mates are talking about, yeah, so I'm gonna impregnate this 18-year-old Asian bitch. And his other mates goes like, yeah, I already have 2 kids. And now this guy goes, guys, do you know that the guy I'm working with doesn't have any children? And he got me the results he got me are unspeakable. I can't even put into words the happiness I have about the results this guy got me in my business. And then you're like, bruv, we're talking about women. Are you gay? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You know what I mean? He's that type of client who won't shut the fuck up about you. I'm sorry, I mean you're the SMMA coach and he's your client. So when you get this type of client, he's borderline gay, okay? He's borderline turning homosexual, pursuing men's genitalia, okay? He will talk so much about you that you can almost call him gay, but you don't want to because he's talking about you. I can call him gay, but you can't. This type of client, what you want to do with him is this. He will bring you the most amount of money you'll ever see. You want to do the following: Reels, YouTube Shorts, any type of short-form content. Do breakdowns. So I got my ex-client this result, blah, 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 blah. He's so happy. This type of client will be happy to do anything you ask of him because he thinks the world of you. He thinks that you literally came down as a gift from God and you laid upon him your skills as a coach, and then you've trained him so well, so much better than anyone else, that's how he feels, that he needs to show his gratitude by giving you everything you ask for, even a blowjob. Okay? That's why he's borderline gay. That's pretty gay, actually. So when you think about this type of client, abuse him. Just like how with the headache client, you want to stay away from him and just get testimonial, get result, buy. With the star client, you want to abuse him. How do you abuse him? You do breakdowns on your channel. You should have a pinned highlight with your star client so that you break down the exact process that he went through, because your star clients are the exceptionality of your business. They're like the guy that got the best result and you want to showcase him in your highlights on Instagram. You want to constantly do reels about how you helped him achieve that result. You also want to record interviews with him. If you can, host masterminds, events, pay for his flight so he comes, and he's already so happy. Now you've paid for his flight because you see him as a valuable member of your community. You know what I mean? Pay for his flight. He comes. He talks to everyone. Even if it's just a mastermind or a retreat with your current clients. He's gonna fucking indoctrinate everybody about how good you are as a coach and how blah, 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 blah. He's just gonna be your biggest fan in the business, and that's good, because that's gonna bring more star clients. You can never have more than 2, 3, but trust me, this guy is gonna help you find those other two, okay? And there's always gonna be a drop off, so you're gonna get a better client next time, and your 2 to 3 top clients then are gonna be your star clients. So the way you use them is gonna say a lot about how much revenue and how much word of mouth can you get in your business. Because these star clients, the way you use them, exactly the way I'm gonna use Joao. I'm still at the beginning of my YouTube, so don't judge me if I don't have anything yet. You can judge me, I don't give a fuck. But exactly the same way I'm gonna use Joao, because we scaled Joao from 20, 30K per month consistently and fucking stressed working all day 200k months. Now we're doing 70, 80 on average with apps and zero work for me and my team and Joao. Literally, the amount of work we do now is laughable at the amount of money we make. All these guys are like, oh, come with, make with me 100, 200k per month and click all these buttons every day and spend 16 hours in front of the computer. You're gay, okay? You're a homosexual. Anyway, your star client should be your biggest advocate for your program, and you should be using him. On average, if you want some statistics, the way we used star clients before, he should bring you at least 2 to 3 clients per month, to give you a very simple target. If this star client brings you 2 to 3 clients per month, that means you can get away from the headache clients, you can get more panda clients, which are super easy to fulfill for, and you can keep increasing the threshold for being a star client. Okay? Your main goal should be getting away from headache clients. Getting away from these guys that are going to be a fucking headache and you don't want to work with them, and getting more star and pandas. Okay? That's your whole business. If you enjoyed this video, what's a good CTA? Hey? What should I say? DM me. Blah, 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 blah. You know what? Have a nice day. How about that? If you enjoyed this video, I hope you have a nice day. Don't DM me on Instagram. I won't say it. I don't fucking check that shit all day. Just keep watching the videos. Be a good guy. Okay? Don't be gay. That's my CTA for you. Don't be gay. Implement what I've said. Make cash and don't be gay. Thanks for watching.